Hi, Matt Cullen here, founder of Unchain Your Mind, and I'm going to talk to you today about the 4 main causes of anxiety. The things that, time and again, when we work with people in therapy, these are the reasons why people feel anxious. So the number one thing, or the first thing, is limiting beliefs. These are the kind of beliefs that you pick up at a young age. Things like, I'm not good enough, or I'm worthless, or whatever it is. And just imagine a little kid playing a game and they just can't get it. They can't figure out how it all works. And they just think, oh, I'm just not good enough. I can't do this. That piece of language gets stuck. And over the course of a lifetime, it comes up over and over and over again. And then at some point, they get a job. And it doesn't matter how hard they work, they still think, well, I'm not good enough, I don't belong here, I don't deserve to be here. And they worry that every moment someone's just going to come along and grab them by the scruff of the neck and march them out the door and say, you don't belong here, you're not good enough to work here. When you get rid of these limiting beliefs using clinical hypnotherapy, it means you don't have that problem in your life anymore. You can enjoy the work that you do, or whatever it is that the limiting belief prevents you from enjoying now. The next one that we come across a lot is problems with mental imagery. Now, some people, they find it really easy to get in touch with their mental imagery. They could just go inside and go, yep, I've got a picture of that, I know exactly what it is. Other people struggle a little bit more, but no matter what kind of person you are, you do have pictures in your head, and with clinical hypnotherapy, you can get to those pictures and work with them. I'll give you an example of the kind of picture that you might have. If you have a phobia, for example, you might have a big picture of a scary spider right in front of you. Or if you worry about being sacked, you might have a big picture of being sacked with all of the embarrassment that would go with that. And whilst it's right in front of you and it's massive like that, of course it's going to cause you problems. It's like watching a scary movie on the IMAX rather than watching it on your phone. It's going to be scarier when it's like that. So moving that mental imagery around, changing it, you'd be amazed by what a difference that makes to your levels of anxiety. The third one is inner conflict. This is where a part of you wants one thing and a part of you wants something else. Maybe there's a part of you that wants to get into a relationship, there's a part of you that wants to prevent you from being at the end of a relationship where everything is very painful and upsetting and sad. So some of the time you feel motivated. You think, oh, I'm going to get on the internet and do dating, and I'm going to tell this person that I like them. But then as soon as you get a certain amount of the way into that, this other part kicks in and it creates all of the anxiety and the feelings of, well, this is pointless, this is hopeless, it's never going to happen for me, I should just give up and just be on my own and just be resigned to that. And whilst you have these two parts operating in conflict with each other, you will always have frustration and anxiety and all of the failure that you currently experience trying to achieve the goals that you have. Get rid of these part conflicts so that these parts, instead of being in conflict, they work together, and all of a sudden you can have the things that you want in your life, and also you get to feel a lot happier about it too. And the final one that I want to talk about today, and I've left it till last, is past trauma. I left it till last because people come into therapy, they generally think that this is what we're going to look for. This is the only thing that we'll be looking for. But it's not true. We look for lots of things. However, sometimes there are traumas. But a trauma doesn't necessarily mean to be something awful like sexual abuse or something, because it's rare that we find that. It's much more common that it's something that seems so innocuous. Like maybe as a 5-year-old kid on your first day of school when your mum left you alone, you felt so sad and so upset and disappointed that she could do that to you and so afraid of talking to people. And all of these emotions get wrapped up into a kind of ball and they sink into you. And at times they come out exactly the same. They come out over and over and over again. And until you do something to resolve this trauma, they will always be there and you will always feel like that at points. But we can resolve these traumas quite easily. We don't need to go into them. We don't need to spend loads and loads of sessions doing it. We can often do it in a single session, so that that feeling that you have of being overwhelmed and sad and upset or whatever it is goes away. And you no longer have to feel anxious about having that feeling or the things that it creates as a problem for you. So if you want to know more about how we actually treat all of these different things, all of these 4 things, then scroll down the page. You'll find more information about how we treat them. There's also a little test that you can take a bit further down as well that will tell you if hypnosis is right for you, because it's a great choice for many people. Hypnosis and hypnotherapy is wonderful. It's so powerful and so rapid, but it's not right for everyone. So take the test and it will tell you whether or not hypnosis is right for you. So do that now. Scroll down the page, read a little bit more about any of these that interest you and how it is that we treat them, then take the test, find out whether hypnosis is right for you.